Hey guys, what's up? It's Rygar the Destroyer, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Rebel Soldier Hoth from the Vintage Collection. This is a really excellent figure, but before we take a closer look at it, let's go ahead and take a look at his packaging. Here it is. It's the new style Vintage Collection card. Obviously the figure would be down here in the blister, and then of course there's a nice picture of the character from the movie. I will say, opposed to the older ones, the cardboard's gotten thinner. So if you are a carded collector, I would try and pick these up in stores where you can actually like look at the card and check for quality. But anyway, here on the back, they've got all of the other figures that were released in this wave, and then I'm assuming that this is a generic description of the line. One thing I will say about the first wave of figures they selected is that it's pretty weak. I believe the only newly sculpted figure from this wave is Snoke. I think I know for sure that these five here have been released before. So I think they could have done a better job at picking figures for this wave. But anyway, let's go ahead and get back to the figure itself here. This Rebel Trooper stands at about 3 3/4 inches tall. So he's right in scale with all of your other 3 3/4 inch figures. And he comes with a ton of accessories. The first one here is his backpack, which is very nicely detailed, and that is removable. Just slots into the peg. Really chunky. It feels like well made, and it's very well sculpted. Next one up is his hat and scarf. This is made of a nice soft rubber, which means that you can put it over the head of the figure. I'll go ahead and show you his face real quick while we have it off. Kind of just a generic guy. And then it slips on. It's made of a nice soft rubber too, so it doesn't impede articulation. Next up, we've got the blaster pistol. No paintwork or anything, but the sculpt work is pretty strong, and it is just a sidearm, anyway. So that does also fit into his holster very snugly. It's not going to fall out or anything. And then finally, he's got his blaster rifle. Again, no paintwork or anything, but the sculpt work does look nice. Now, as far as articulation on this figure goes, it's pretty good. In the head, he's got a ball peg, like I mentioned before, not impeded at all by the hat, which is nice. He's got ball hinge shoulders that do swivel 360, hinged elbows with a swivel, I guess swivel gloves. It's not quite at the wrist, swivel forearm maybe. He does have a swivel waist as well, swivel hips with an excellent range of motion, hinged knees with a swivel, and then hinged ankles. So overall, you can't really ask for much more articulation than that. I think that the figure looks great. Overall, very nicely sculpted, and they used, had a very nice use of soft goods on the figure. The only thing that I don't like, and this is a critique of the whole Vintage Collection, is the price. I think it's a little hard to justify getting these guys when, this one here goes from like, $12 to $15, and a Black Series figure goes from like $19.99 to $24. In my opinion, I think that the better value is the Black Series one, even though, this is an amazing figure. So overall, if you can find them on sale for a good price, I would suggest probably less than 10 USD. I would go ahead and pick him up because he's absolutely fantastic. But if you have any comments or questions, please leave them down in the comment section below, and I guess I'll see you later.